course, we picked up the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. I actually pre-ordered this, but it wasn't arriving until the 11th. Hit up Target, they had one more in stock. This was the very last one, and I managed to pick it up. I do have the original Switch 2, sorry, I do have the original Switch controller, which is the Tears of the Kingdom limited edition one, and this one is just a regular old launch edition. Well, it's not a launch edition, but it launched with the Switch. In the console, you get a USB-C cable, no block. It is wireless. I don't think you actually need any batteries for this one here. This is, oh, damn. Okay, first impressions, this feels so good in hand. It is actually the perfect size, and it does feel a little bit different than the original Pro controller. One thing I noticed immediately off the bat are the buttons. They have such a satisfying sort of, I wouldn't even say they click in. If you can hear that, you might get a sense of what it actually feels like. Front faceplate here is very smooth. Same sort of matte material as the actual Switch and the Joy-Cons here. And there's a beautiful contrast with the analog sticks having the gray. Also, the top gray is a very nice aesthetic. Again, the Switch 2 is feeling a bit more of, I wouldn't even say elevated. It feels like a professional tech product, like an iPhone or something, if that makes sense, right? If you picked up the original Switch at launch, very colorful, very pretty, very childish, I would say, I guess, even though, I mean, it's a product for mostly kids, but this feels very, very fancy, elevated. The thumbsticks here, they have such a great click to it. It's almost thocky. If you like keyboards, imagine a nice thocky keyboard. It's the exact same vibe here. So it's wireless, you don't need any sort of batteries, and of course comes with the USB-C cable here. I will say it is a USB-C to USB connection. I don't know why they wouldn't just make this a USB-C to a USB-C, because here the charging block is USB-C. In my opinion, that's kind of dumb. Now, I heard online that you can actually remove the faceplate of the Pro controller. I don't know how. They're saying it's easy, but I'm gonna have to look into that. Bottom of the controller here, you have a plug for your microphone. So if you have a mic that you can plug in, you can use that. Of course, if you didn't know, on the original Switch and the OLED model, you can actually connect your Bluetooth headphones to it. I've used my AirPods with my old Switch. So if you have AirPods, anything Bluetooth, you should be good to go on plugging those in. You're not gonna have any communication functionalities, so forget about that. But on the new controller here in the middle, you do have a chat button. But clean design, I love the look, I love the feel. It feels, let me look if it's lighter. So here I have the original Pro controller. It's definitely it has a slimmer profile, and it's also smaller in hand. So it's not just smaller in thickness, it's smaller on the sizing as well. And about the same, I'd say about the same weight. As you can tell, the controller itself, it feels flimsy. It really feels, for like a high-end controller, this does not feel like a Pro controller. Now this feels like a Pro controller. Obviously, you're not gonna be doing a lot of pro gaming on the Switch. At least most people aren't, unless you're maybe playing Fortnite or Apex Legends. I just don't see anybody, going pro with the Switch. But big differences is that little chat button, aesthetics, smaller in size, and you can see the cutouts too are a little bit different. Here you have the cutouts on the handles themselves. Here it just kind of goes all the way around the body of the Switch. And yeah, great pickup, beautiful design, beautiful color choice here. Interesting though, why they would go with the gray color instead of like a blue or a red, or vice versa. It's already connected using Bluetooth. See how easy it is to do that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my Switch here. We're gonna go to the controller button here. We're gonna search for controllers, and let's turn this on. So I don't know if I think this might not even be charged. So let me plug this in real quick. This is my trusty Mac cable. Oh, so when you plug it in, you actually see a little red color here pop up. So it tells you that it's charging. but can I use it while it's charging? So how do you turn this thing on? See, on the old controller, it just turns right on, you know? So I used a little button over here on the side of the cable to basically turn it on. I held it and now it is searching. So let me go back. How to pair controllers. Other pairing methods. So yeah, it says just hold it and it's gonna start dashing back and forth. And then the controller on the system is actually paired, ready to go. And yeah, there it is. So connecting your Pro controller to your Switch is pretty seamless. Again, the first generation was pretty seamless as well, but this feels good. So if you're the type of person who has difficulties playing with the Joy-Cons, I know a lot of people have deal with a lot of fatigue, especially on their wrists and this part right here of the hand. Pro controller, great addition if you want to spend a little bit extra money on something quality that is Nintendo, directly from Nintendo. If you want something that is a little bit more affordable budget, but still a pretty good option. In the past, I've used a lot of Power A controllers. Those are always great options as well if you're looking for bang for your buck. A lot of the times though, those controllers are wired. If you don't like wired, I understand. If you're the type of person who is looking for zero latency, great pricing, and okay durability, yeah, go with something like Power A. Otherwise, if you're looking for something that it's a little bit more elevated, great on the price, not too expensive, will be a little bit more expensive than your average controller, with some pro capabilities like the little buttons, the back buttons here on the back of the controller. We're gonna test out and see how good of a bang for your buck this controller actually is, but feels good, looks good. We'll see if it plays good. Now, if you have any questions in regards to the Pro controller here for the Nintendo Switch 2, let me know down below. Like, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more Nintendo Switch content.